Hello everybody, it's Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and today I'm just going to show you my process of how I take apart these magazines for our magazine project. So if you have a magazine that you're going to chop up, you can play along if you want to, or you can just sit and watch me take this apart. So welcome to everyone. See if the chat is working. Yep, it's working. Hi, Janice. So I just start ripping it apart. I just go like this, and then I look at this side and look at this side. And I really like this thing that's at the top of the cake. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest that. And it's just going to be a rough, fussy cut. I can go in later while watching a movie and get the rest. But I want to get this down small enough but I do the rough fussy cutting like that, and then we'll just make a pile up here. All right, is there any words I want? I don't think so. Then I can turn it over, and there's not much left on this page except maybe this green. So I'm just going to save some of this green. And then I'll throw this part away. And then let's see what we've got here. So I could cut out this stool right here. And maybe this little table right here. And then I think I'm going to throw the rest of this away. No, wait, let's just take a strip of this that's got this design on it. You never know when you might need a little piece of filler for something, and that works out good. And then I just rip the next page off, and I just keep doing that. I just keep ripping the pages out. And as before, I do love the umbrella. It makes a great hat. So I'm going to cut the umbrella out just roughly. I can go in and trim it closer later. So there's that part of the umbrella. I like the chair. I like this plant. And again, I'll cut these closer later. Oh, and you know what I've just realized is that thing right here is not a table. It's a candle holder, and there's two more of them here. So I could cut these out and make a grouping with them on a page. I would have to overlap them a little bit to cover up some of those words. And I kind of like this gravel as a fill-in possibility. Not much left on the back side. Nothing there and there. So pitch that. Let's look at this page now. All right. All right, there's more of this gravel here, but if you flip it over on the back side, there's a little table with just a tiny little beverage set on it. So I am going to cut that out roughly. And that's a small enough image you could use it on a artist trading card or a mini journal. Not seeing anything else I want there. Here's some more of that cool carpet. Might cut some of that, even with the shadows, as a fill-in thing. And the rest of this I'll throw away. Let's cut the pillow out. This black and white pillow, that could be fun. So you see, by the time I'm done with a page, not much is hitting the trash can. Next page. All right. I kind of like this little image. It says, toss that salad. So I'm going to cut that out of the back side of this page right now because there's not a lot on this page. All right. And then on this page, it's all about Tylenol. And you know what I'm going to keep? Just the red. Maybe leave that white stripe on it too. Just keep some of this red. A couple strips of it maybe. We'll throw that away. I think the rest of that's going to go in the trash. Next page. All right. I love the sandwich, but there's some things on the back I love too, but I really like the sandwich. So I'm going to take the sandwich off from here. This time I'm going to cut as close as I can to the sandwich and see if I can save something from the back side. I like that word farm too, but I want to get this down to component levels that are ready to be used. So I don't have to do much cutting or decisions later because I've already cut down the decisions already. So now I can cut this basket of yarn out. I think I'll cut out this whole image here. Maybe leave a little border on it. Might have to bring you guys closer. Come here. So you can see what I'm doing. It's been raining since we got up this morning. There we go. So I've got some baskets of yarn. I'm not going to worry about the into every morning, but I'm going to cut out the pour your heart. And maybe this heart-shaped Cheerio will get cut, and I can cut it closer if I want to. And then there's some more hearts down here. All right, so the rest of, oh, wait, well, let's get this shamrock milkshake right here for St. Patrick's Day. And again, these will get fussy cut more before we meet, but this is how I break it down really quick. Trash the rest. Next page. All right, I already have the honeybee, and I really like these hands back here. So I'm just going to go around the hands. There's those hands and these hands. And sometimes you may not want to do a close fussy cut on something like hands because then the fingers will bend. All right. And I'm going to cut out with a whole lot of heart and skip the breakfast. And then I'll cut off some of this orange to use as fill-in colors. Bernie, what are you doing? Bernie, leave the kitties alone. She can't see, but she can smell where they are, and she bothers them. Hi, Gail. Hi, Janet. Hi, Kathy, Janice, Nettie, Journey, Ann. Did I miss any? Nashua, Pam, Joyce. Welcome, everybody. Just scrolling up through and seeing if I missed anybody coming in. Hi, Angie. Angie is sewing, so she's busy, as always. I gotta take my sweater off, though, because, oh my gosh, I'm hot now. There's a gorgeous little nuthatch on the suet cake out front. Bernie's trying to find you guys. She's like, Mama's talking to somebody. I know somebody's here. I've got to find them. They've got to adore me. She's such a rotten little beastie. All right. There we go. Whew. All right, next page. Oh boy, it's a drug ad. There's just not much to save there. We can save this nice couple here. Trash the rest. Next page. More of the drug ad. But on this page, we have these little Lucky Charms, they call them. On wax paper, roll air dry clay to 3/8 inch of a thickness. Cut shapes with your craft knife. Arrange small plants on your cutouts and lightly press them into the clay. Remove the plants and insert a skewer about 1/2 inch into the bottom of each shape. Let dry overnight and dry again. Dab a 2-to-1 mixture of craft paint and Mod Podge and cover them and let them dry. Well, let's cut those out. Maybe we'll make some charms. I have air dry clay. That might be a project. We'll set that aside as not part of the cutout because that sounded like fun. But I do like the potted plant. Let's just, again, I'm going to trim pretty close so it doesn't take up a lot of room. And we can trim it closer later. Now I'll just come up the side of this here. We'll go around here. I like the concept of doing these little plant charms. And then you could buy a shamrock and it would be almost an instant gift. All right, so there's a potted plant. And I like the word life. And I kind of like the books. And I don't mind that they go off the page because you can put those toward the edge of a page. So see, those are like that. Anything else? Not much. Trash. Next page. Ooh, a ghastly 1957 pink kitchen. Let's go back to this side. Bad chew toy. Ooh, it's a yoga mat. Good chews with the green. Well, I kind of like the bad chew. Let's chop out bad chew as far as the words go. You can see I'm not taking a lot of time to think about it. I do kind of like the shape of the chewed up yoga mat though. So I'm just going to roughly cut that out. I'm not going to worry about the little pieces. So that could be just a filler chunky section. She wants to know who I'm talking to. Hey, what are you doing? And then I'm going to do the green. Kind of like this Better Homes and Gardens image on the back. And I like these plants right here with the butterfly. Anything else? I'll save the screen for filling. Trash. And I'll cut another square of the screen. I'm not going to worry about the rest of it or that ghastly kitchen. Next. All right. I like the ship. But I also like all this little bits behind her. So I like the plants. They would be a nice little cutout. And I'll cut it closer later. I like the stacks of pillows. All right, I like her, so we'll chop around her real quick. And I'll cut her closer later. There's that. Let's see, what else do I like on here? Bernie, what is in there that you think you have to have? Oh, you're making the minestrone soup? I'm making it tomorrow for sister night. I like Good Works, so I'm going to chop that. Oops, chopped into it a little bit. That's okay. Good Works, and that's trash. Let's see what's left on the back. I don't really want anything there. Let's save some of the skyline here. We'll cut that. And then maybe a strip of this. I might leave that because we might like a whole strip on something. Trash. Next. All right, not a lot on this side. There's just some color I might want to use. Oh, your head is pounding. I'm sorry, Janet. But look at this side. Look at all the pretty things to cut out. I definitely want to cut this little giraffe out. And I like the elephant. The little dress is cute too, but I kind of like the little elephant on his own. So I'm just going to leave the little dress. And see, I'll take these and the smaller scissors and I'll go sit and watch something on Greg's TV. I like this image right here. Oh, Scott's back home. Wish they'd send him an email so he didn't have to drive all the way out there and then have to come back. But he had an appointment this morning with a skin doctor because the nurse practitioner was worried about all of his moles, but the skin doctor said, they're all benign, nothing to worry about. So there's that. Oh, and he reminded Scott he has dry skin. Scott said, oh, that's why I've been itching for the last 60 years. Every time he sees a new doctor, that's the first thing out of their mouth. Oh, you have severely dry skin. I said I'd be tempted to say, no shit. Because that's just how snarky I get sometimes. It's like, really? I had no idea I had dry skin. These containers are really pretty. And then I like the ones with the trees in them too. I like this stripe of colors, but I think it's too thin to try to save, so I'm not going to. It's gonna go. Okay, I can save some of the background here. I'll cut these people off from here. And I'll have that as a background piece. And then for a matching one on another part of the page, have that one. Trash for the rest of it. See, this is what's going in the trash. All right. I'm going to save him. And I'm going to only save this much here. Because you remember, I'm using a very small journal. So I'll keep that much of it. And I think I'll keep this kind of faded green part. I'll keep that. There's another life on the back of that one, but I'm going to throw it away. And this lady holding her nose because of all the different smells in her house. We'll keep that one. I'm not going to keep the itty bitty things, I don't think. Let me look at them. All right, I'll keep the black cat, but I'm not keeping the litter box. And I kind of liked the little cat bed on this side of the page. There. Bernie, you need to lay down or I'm going to put you outside. And it's wet out there. All right, what do we got here? We got a stinky sink. Here's a dog in a bathtub. We can save that. And here I didn't think I'd find very many images I wanted to keep. And I like the whole using the baking soda. I use baking soda in my refrigerator. Take a peek. Pardon me, do you have any gray poupon? There's really not much on the back side of this page either. Let's grab this cutting board with, it looks like orange and lemon on it. We'll leave the stinky sink. And is there anything else I want to keep here? Not really. Okay, trash. Let me go put Bernie out because I think she needs to go. Do you go potty? Come on. Come on. Honey. Oh, honey. You are just such a dingbat. I'll come get you when I'm done. You need your dog. Nothing like stepping out and the porch is damp and my socks are soaked. Awesome. All right, next page. All right, this one to me is a total throw in the trash. It's just about an ad for a medication. I don't care about that. I don't use any of those type of products. I'll keep her. Maybe we can put something on her head or something. Throw the rest of that away. Next page. All right. I don't care about a lady in her underwear, but I like over here a bright smile. So let's cut a bright smile off. And I don't think there's anything else I want. Maybe this smiley face. I hope shipping departments get on the ball because my paycheck's going to be smaller and smaller the more the things that need to be repaired are stuck on loading docks because there's nobody to deliver them. So, yeah, it's not good. I don't really care for any of those colors at all. I do like the flowers. Kind of like her looking like I know she's rinsing her mouth, but somebody just told her she just ate bugs is what keeps passing through my mind. Those were what? Do I have to swallow them? No. And I like this blue. So we'll take the blue. Maybe take this strip up here as well. We could cut out killing, but that does, no. All right. And I chopped up most of the flowers, so I'm not going to worry about them. Yuck. Paintbrush. Was there a paintbrush there? It's probably on the back of her head. The back of these? Oh, it's on the back of that blue. I could still cut it out. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because I have a roller left over from our first issue we cut up. So maybe we'll keep that, and I'll keep home off the back. The word home. Maybe we'll keep warm blush. I got to remember to keep some words because I like to put words on my pages too. So Kathy, I'm glad you spotted that. Hi, Andrea Johnson. Hi, Teresa. She's back to lurking. Sorry I missed you earlier. Between the husband coming in and the dog going out and me running my mouth. Yeah. It was a bit busy. I like the waste not, want not, but it's right in the middle of the bookshelves. I really like on the back side too. Let me look. Let's go ahead and cut waste not, want not out. All right. Okay. In this picture, it looks really busy, and you'd think I'd save the whole page, but I'm more focused on the top of this table as part of something I could insert. So I'm going to keep And I'll trim this closer later. So see, I kept that tabletop, and then I like this funky, there's a little table right here that looks like hands coming down. I think I'll keep that. Might have to divide my images up by small, medium, large, and words for this project. Let's cut the couch off. And maybe just cut these books, this section of the bookshelves, like so. That could be put in. Then on this side, I kind of like these two bowls stacked. I'm going to have a lot of fussy cutting to do, I can tell you right now. I think I've got most everything off there. And I don't care about that. What's on the rest of this page? Oh. Oh, that's awesome that you have one to teach. That is awesome. Greg knows how to sew. He wanted to learn when he was about 12. So he knows how to use a sewing machine. I just have to get on him about not trying to manhandle it, because sewing machines don't react well to manhandling. I like this little bedside table right here. So I think I'm going to chop it off here. Getting a lot out of this, and I didn't think I would, because this magazine, I don't know about y'all, but the magazines get smaller and smaller. $370 simply by reducing food waste. Okay, trash. I'm not seeing anything there. It looks like I cut something out of the middle of this page already. About the only thing I think of keeping is maybe this jar that you can barely see. And this shelf here, it's still a full shelf of things. All right. And I think the rest will go in the trash. Oh, that's just awesome. That says always. Okay. All right. Okay, so we got this cute little girl with a kitty cat reading a book. I really like that. And then you look at this side, I got all that option. But we're going to cut the cat and the girl out first. I'll have to sit and cut a lot over the weekend, won't I? Because next week our week to do our page in our book, in our magazine book. Is that the first Wednesday of February? All right, now on this page, I can use the ketchup bottle. And there was a blue apple right here. It's a blue apple. And this little refrigerator container. My hand's already getting sore. And all I've been doing is rough cutting them out. I've been crocheting this morning, so I don't care for anything else. It is good to learn young. I think I started when I was 9. So, I like Mixmaster. Chop that out. Mixmaster. I like the countertop. And nope, nothing there. I think I'll pass on the shelf of stuff. Now this light fixture's cool looking. Gotta get that. Trash the rest. Here's another one of those cool light fixtures. Those cool light fixtures could be something else too. I mean, I could trim them and set them on a table. They look kind of like some kind of gourd container. Put those two together. And then on the back side, we have this other light fixture. And then here's another light fixture. It's like you could do a whole page of different light fixtures. And here's another light fixture. And that one I cut out, so I'm not going to worry about it. I kind of like this stool. And I like this chair. Some of it's not on the page. It'll be tricky to cut out too. I don't know. I might change my mind after cutting it out. But if I don't save it, then I'll think about it and say, wish I'd saved that. A half a bologna sandwich and some tomato soup. That's what Roy said. I'm going to throw the rest of that. All right, next page. Next page. Okay. We will. Here we go. I just cut the boat with the guy and the girl in it out. And I think I like this sky right here. Which maybe fill in later. Trash the rest. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep the water lilies or not. Let's do it. That could be another background fill-in. Now, I've used this big eyeball before, on a page. So we'll cut the big eyeball out. And I'm going to cut this lady out. And then we'll flip it over and see if there's anything left on the other side. I figure if I get 2 images off one page, I can count that I got something off both pages because it's one for each side, right? There's the lady. And turn it over. And we have a laundry bin here. And some trash off there. But I like the fresh in the tile. That looks cool. That took some planning to put that in your tile of the floor. And then this is all I'm left. So that's trash. Isn't that an awesome eyeball? I think it's some kind of eye drops. All right. One of these days, my sister Rhonda's going to be in one of these magazine pictures. She runs. I like the back and better than ever. And then on this side, what she did looks good. Isn't it funny how everybody chooses different things when they're cutting stuff out? I think it's kind of cool. I like this My Life at the bottom with the smiley whatever. And I don't really want a washing machine. It gives me nightmares. So, all right, I've already cut the fresh out, but it's there again and it's in a spot where I can get to it. So I'll have 2 fresh. All right, I'm going to cut everything I want off this side before I go get the rest. The cat wearing a ruffled, yeah, I like the slide on the funk, but I don't really care for that cat. He's kind of creepy. But I do like this side with all these plants. So I'm thinking I'll cut the words out now. Like that. Chippy's going to get Dad. And I will cut around the words. I know it makes the page look nice for whoever's doing it, but I wish they wouldn't put the words in the middle of the pictures because then I have to cut around them. But what I can do is take a plant I've cut off a different page and cover up that little spot there. And that's almost an instant page on its own. So I'm glad I made that choice. And then I like this lamp. Oh, I like the earthy bohemian too. Let's do this here. All right, and then I'm going to cut out earthy bohemian. And that's trash. Next page. So I got this magnificent hydrangea here. And then I got this pretty on this page. I'm going to do this page because it's got another one of those candle things that we cut out earlier. And there's another one hanging. I'm going to cut up this side. And maybe just cut across here for right now. And I'll go over the tree, cut the words out. And then I'll just cut across the bottom. And then when I go to do a page, see, this could almost fill up a whole page in that little journal of mine, or I can cut the components apart. There's a little bit of that hydrangea, but not enough. And I do like these candle things. And I do like this here. You can move the carts, honey, if you want to come through. I just had the dog blocked off. Here's another one. I'm going to cut the words off. And I will probably trim around all of that, maybe, and then maybe have the hanging basket for a different page. And then all that's left for that is that. I will probably cut this off, but I'll save the bits I cut away as background in case I need to fill in somewhere. Next page. I like the pages where you can almost do your whole page. Like this one here. Again, I'm going to cut the words away. This one might take some more thought. All right, this one I will probably cut closer to this tree. I won't just cut these words out of here right now. Ah, ripped it. It's okay. Glue will fix it. And trash. Let's cut out the dirt. We are doing I'll pull out what we're doing. I can take a break from cutting anytime. I've started this magazine project, and on the first Wednesday of each month, we're going to do another page in it. So you have to have all the pictures out of one issue of a magazine. And I'll show you the ones we did the last time we got together in here. Well, I just closed it. So here's this here. This is the pages that we did last time. And then you just put them back together. Collage. It's magazine collage. And then let's go back here. This was another page we did together. You know what I should have done? I should have dated these. I'll date them with my date thingamabob. I'll have to look up when we did this. It was last week, wasn't it? And then here's that girl with the hat that I messed her face up with my scraper I used to smooth them out. And it had too much old paint on it. That's what happened to her face. I haven't added any words to her yet. I need to. That's what we're doing. So we'll take these images and we'll do an image at the front, middle, and the back next Wednesday using the pages. What was that? The dirt from today picked up. So this is one of those junior composition books, and we're just going to keep doing magazine collage. Basically what this is to clear out any old magazines that you have at your house. Just go through and do like I'm doing and pull a page off, cut stuff off from it. I'm getting a lot more from this magazine than I thought I would. And we won't use all of these next week. Anything left over from these will go with what we had left over from the first issue we tore apart. And this is how you build up your magazine, cut out your pages. So I'm just trying to get rid of a bunch of magazines that are just laying around. And This is an idea that Ann Lar had in a book, a collage magazine book. But what they did is they just cut images apart and used the tiniest little pieces of images to create huge pictures. Converting our junk. That's what we're doing. All right, I like this plate of things with the beans hanging off from it. So that's all we're doing. I like the change starts with you. And I will put all the words in a separate envelope or something. Yes, mosaic art from images. Yes, that's another thing you could use some of this for after we finish that journal. Maybe we'll take whatever's left over and just, do a simple drawing and then just hunt through and find the colors that we want and cut them apart into smaller pieces. I like the Speak Up for Nature. Poor Bernie, she's out in the rain. She's got a doghouse. She'll get in it. And trash. I have so many of this dog already, but I love him. He's so cute. You can go get her if you want to make her walk in the rain. Or we can wait for it to let up and I'll bring her in then. I'm just looking and seeing what else is here. I'm going to keep the cake just for the color. That's just cool for the color. All right. Mr. School Bus, you're going to have to slow down and let those workers get that trailer backed in there. I think they're redoing the hardwood floors over there because this is a flooring guy. Yeah, I think so. Show your love, love, love. We got to keep that. That school bus driver drives entirely too fast anyway, coming up this street in that great big bus. I like all the Hershey Kiss cookies, but let's look at the back. Then and now covers of old cookbooks. Prelo. Oh, maybe it's somebody you grew up with doing the floors. Son or grandson. Well, that's true. I forget we're getting older. I'll get Bernadette in just a little bit. My hand's starting to hurt from cutting these out. I like the old images of the cookbooks. Grandsons? Yeah. They were over yesterday afternoon trying to get set up for today, I think. I cut my cookies all up, but ooh, we got a dark Hershey's Kiss right here. We'll keep one of these kisses. I like chocolate too, but we shouldn't be eating it. All right, we're getting there. Oh, bread baking. I kind of like the colors here. So if I focus on color alone, I'm just cutting this roughly for the colors that we might need later, right? There we go. Besides, that could be a cool background and then put something on either side of it. All right. I don't really see anything I want there. That could be a Janet Nash prompt. Add eggs. Oh, hi, Renee. Oh, you haven't missed much, Renee. I'm just sitting here cutting out pictures, images. Whew. Birthday wishes do come true. I love his face. Look, he's so excited about eggs. Oh, what the heck. All right, I'll keep this paste just for the color. Kind of like these mushrooms and the asparagus tips and lemons here. I'm thinking filler stuff for later. Woo, this is a long magazine, and I thought it was thin. You would like some cake, you just don't want to bake one? I'm making a carrot cake with cream cheese frosting tomorrow for our sister dinner. And my niece and her partner are coming. And so I've got enough seating for the two sisters, my niece, her partner, myself, and Scott. Greg's going to have to find somewhere to sit because I'm not putting a leaf back in the table. I just broke the table down so that it's a lot smaller. So I feel like I have more space. I cannot work in a confined space. I'm between two tables, but there's space. I can't have things on top of me or another person on top of me. And that used to drive me crazy when they'd want everybody on the same aisle to stock. I just couldn't do. I would start hyperventilating. I just could not cope. I just don't do it. Another cake that's really good with cream cheese frosting is red velvet cake. That's my mom's favorite cake. All right, I already like the it's going to be great on here. I'm trying to read chat and chop. I'll probably miss something because I'm trying to do both. That's okay. Oh, I like the little piggy bank on this other side. And for anybody that just came in, I am just rough cutting. I'm not fussy cutting. I'm getting them down to a smaller size. But I will cut them smaller before we get together again. All right, next page. There wasn't a lot on that page I wanted to keep. Well, the family is about the only thing good on the whole page, so. Sorry, guy, I'm cutting your heel off. I'm sorry. Throw the rest of that away. Hi, Roseanne. All right. This is just yummy on its own. I am gonna leave this page intact because I feel like if I start cutting it, I might cut something I want because there's a lot here. So that's a nice full page. I mean, that could be fun. Let's see. I don't like the house. It's just too flat, too tall. Let's see here. Let's cut the bread and the food out here. And the little girl with the tiramisu, I'll cut her out. That'll give me two pictures off that page. That'll get her down smaller. This is all about a family at the beach. There's more of that tablescape. I like the trees for this page. Sorry, guy. The trees went out. And I kind of like the idea of cutting the people out of the page and just feature the food. Sorry, guys, you're going in the trash. All right. I think I'm going to cut her out and the all access. But I like her hanging there. I'm going to cut her feet off because they're hiding behind the tree limb. All right. This tree could be good if you cut it real tight and then use it on the edge of a page. What else? Oh, she could be cool. I can't trim it close for a little bit, and then I cut the dog out too. So see, I could put her on a tree or something, and she's got a dog there. So that's trash. Kind of like the lady sitting in this chair, holding her drink or something. So we'll chop her out. And trash. Next. Oh my. Bunch of notifications came down last time I looked down. What's for dinner tonight? It's going to be baked chicken. And I was thinking of just doing some pasta in the Alfredo sauce and maybe the Brussels sprout mix we found at Costco. It's got bacon in it, and Scott doesn't usually like things that are like you just microwave and they're ready. But he says that's pretty good. He really enjoyed it. So we might do that. I'm getting more picky as I get closer to the back of the book. I like the flowers on the piano. And y'all are going, oh, I like this and this and this and this and this and this. What else do I like on this page? The bowl here with the books is interesting. And let's do the word pass. I'll put that away. Could do a small little table with a beverage on it and trash the rest. Next. There's some doors on there. That didn't leave much of that page. Anything on the other page? This one I'll have to do under really good light to cut it all out. There's a bowl of some kind of food and candles, I guess, and some flowers. I'll cut those out. Trash the rest. All right, I already know I've got to keep this light fixture because isn't that cool? I would hate to try to keep it clean, but I think it looks cool. I always think about how am I going to clean that? Do you guys do that? Like the crystal chandeliers and stuff. I grew up on a farm. My grandmother had one of those nightmares, and I had to clean it. And when you're on a farm, there's always flies. And with flies comes fly, and that was not a pleasant chore. So I never want a chandelier in my house, ever. All right, I'm going to cut the bed out on its own. And Anne's right about one thing, that's for sure. If you cut out pictures from something like this off the wall, then you already have art that you can use on a page. Like right here, she would cut this out and use it in a diorama of Winnie the Pooh. So I'm going to be like Anne and cut that out. And then we've got this little vase, tiny little vase of flowers here that I will cut smaller. And again, I think I need to find something to put those tiny images. All right, back side, this is what we have left. Not a lot. I mean, we could cut this garland out. It's that garland. Those stars are kind of neat. I might keep that just like that. Trash the rest. There's Anne. Yes, Anne says I would do that for sure. All right. I like the small but mighty that's on the back of this. I have to have that. And then I'm thinking I don't really care for anything on the back side, but all these seeds, they would make great backgrounds. think I will do like that. And that way I can utilize it a little easier. Oh, look, we're getting there. Oh, wow. All right. I love these bowls and the circular shape. The guys are getting a late start across the street, and then all of the delivery trucks and the school buses, and it's kind of early for that school bus, actually. I love these circular shapes. I'm not going to throw that away until I flip it over, because it had more of those seeds on it. There we go. Now let's see what's left. See, there's a little bit we can still use. I'm just going to cut this off here. I might keep that whole piece for texture and color later. Those look yummy. Chocolate banana snack cakes. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll just cut these 4 pictures out together. And then I'll cut this casserole out at the top of the page. And I'm going to toss the rest of that. So one little magazine can give you so many things to do. And then depending on how far you cut it down, you can use things in so many different ways. So instead of keeping the plate, I cut the whole loaf out. And then if you cut the loaf out on this page, and just get rid of the plate, you could have more bread, and then you could have your butter. You could cut this down to being just the butter and the knife if you wanted to. And on the other side, there's nothing I want to keep. Here's the recipe for the chocolate banana snack cakes. I might keep this because you can make a vegan recipe. And this has got that carrot cake recipe too. I'm going to keep this page just for the recipes that are on it, because those were the 2 recipes that interested me in this magazine. There's also a lemon poppy seed zucchini bread in here. It has sour cream in it. I bet that would be delicious. Yep, I'm going to keep that for the recipes. You can do that. If it's got recipes, keep it. If they start listing ingredients I've never bought before, I don't usually try them because I'm not going to go to the expense. And then if it turns out crappy, then I'm left with all this expensive ingredients that I had to search out and find. So I'm old school. I cook from scratch. So yeah, I'm going to keep this picture here. I'm sure that somebody somewhere thinks it's delicious, but I live in South Carolina. There's not a lot of places to get easily found places with more diversity. But the only place you're safe at finding any of that is Whole Paycheck or Publix. No, Tippy. No. Don't look at me like, don't tell me no. You stop tearing my stuff up, little jerk. What's the matter? Is your dish up in the chair? I'm almost done, honey. Behave for just a few more minutes. I like the beach scene. Oh, ugh, oysters on the half shell. Ugh. Anyway, I like this where it looks like you're walking down a boardwalk. It says it's South Walton Beach. So you could take that and you could cut them out and make it look like they're getting ready to walk down the plank, but they look like they're hiking instead of being at the beach. All right, so I'm going to cut the top of this page off. It's in Florida. All right, I was spying this little sand castle, and all I want is the sand castle in the sky. Sorry, little guy. You have to build your sand castle somewhere else because I'm taking this one away from you. Because I wanted just the sand castle. I don't think I want anything else from this page except maybe the background of the sky for filler. All right, I like the sunset, but I like the gals toasting on this side. So I'm going to take them and I'll fussy cut all this background away so I can have them drinking somewhere else. Yes, and Bernadette, the rain is letting up, so I won't feel bad about making her come out of the doghouse. Here's some little ones doing cartwheels. No, Tippy, I'm going to get the sprayer. I put their food up in the chair when Bernadette was in here because she'll eat the cat food until she Ralph's. And so I put it up and now he wants it down, of course. All right, about the only thing I saw on this page was the queen. So I'm going to cut her out. We can cut out Become an Insider. Boy, this issue was fuller than I thought when I started. We're down to the last few pages. I like the cat, of course. Oh, I cut his toes off. Sorry, kitty. And boxing gloves. I'm going to be busy. sitting and cutting these out further. This is just a way to get it broken down quickly. I like the better, the word, better. Better hours. Better hours. Hours. Better hours. And what the heck? Let's cut the 51 out. Next page. I think the next one's the back cover. And is there anything else left on this page worth saving? This little grouping of edible flowers is kind of cool. So we'll chop that off. And I think throw the rest of that away. And, oh, there's more here than I thought. I thought that was the back cover. I was wrong. Lipton tea. Got to have the teacup. And it's got a heart above it. So we'll keep that. And this says, love your heart. Lipton's the tea bag I grew up drinking. So that's the kind of tea I like to drink, is Lipton tea. Some people don't like it. Greg had some kind of Russian black tea. Oh, I can't stand that stuff. That's awful. Sorry if you like it. I just think it's awful. That's kind of cool looking. Ooh, and some more sky bits. And I think I about killed that page. We'll let it go. Is Beth here? Hey, Beth. Hey to anybody I missed. I love this fork with the vegetables on it. So you don't have to do the exact fussy cutting right away. You can wait until you're ready to use it if you want to. But I like to get it down to exactly what I liked on the page when I saw it, so that I don't have full pages piled up everywhere. Ooh. There we go. Some eyeballs and trash. We'll trash that. All right. 1, 2, 3 left to go. 1, 2, and the back cover. Let's see. Oh, I love this. This is awesome. I'm coming, Tippy. I'm almost done. Be patient. Be patient. No, don't dig me. That's mean. The dog with the toothbrush is hilarious. I'm coming. Just wait a few more minutes. The German Shepherd. Scott and I have been watching the baking show. We got to watch the rest of it. Find out who wins. Don't tell me. Oh, let's see here. These two look like troublemakers. Let's see. What else? Oh, I like this cup with the watermelon on it. I'm not even sharing with you guys anymore. I'm just chopping them out and throwing them down. That's what I do when I'm here by myself and I'm not trying to talk to. I just chop and throw them down. Chop and throw them down. And ta-da, back cover. Ooh. No, thank you. Bosch. That's a nice stove. Stop it, Tippy. All right, I'm going to throw this away. Don't want it. So I'm not going to count them, but look at all the different things all ready to go for next week. Well, kind of. I might go through and put what I think is a couple pages together of things in the same color families. Hi, Sharon Lombard. And that way we're ahead of the game. Stop it. And that's what Tippy does when he wants something. He starts tearing my stuff up. And literally, he will tear stuff up. He'll rip stuff, pull my crochet apart. He's just naughty. He needs a timeout litter box or something that I can put him in. Aren't they yummy? Look at all the pieces. This is just one magazine, totally taken apart. Just all kinds of yummy bits. So even if you have nothing but like a Sports Illustrated or something like that, go ahead and use it. Just chop it up. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go get Bernadette in and feed the bad cat. Aren't these pets awful, Renee? We love them, but doggone it. Or Tippy will come over and he'll go nails into my calf. So, I better go feed him. Thank you guys for being here. Come join me again next Wednesday at noon, and we'll play some more. I'm really thinking next Wednesday is our day to do the page, but let me verify. Oh, sorry, Lizzie. I can't see my... Yes. Next Wednesday is exactly the first Wednesday of the month. So we'll do a page with these, and then I won't cut another magazine out until the end of the month. So I need to work on this project more often if I'm going to use these images up. Bye, guys. Have a great evening.